guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have some exciting projects we're going to work on, specifically this one. I have my kids here who are going to
change the stereo to a ATOTO stereo. It has Bluetooth and Wi-Fi
and GPS. And what we're going to do with this one?
We're going to take it out and then replace it with
with a ATOTO.
Yeah, a ATOTO.
So, without further ado, let's get to this project so we could get this done as quickly as possible. This should be very simple. The only tricky part will be the GPS antenna, which I will guide you through it on how to run the wires behind the dash, and it should be simple. So, let's do this.
Wait, what? I have no clue. Yes.
All right. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna pop these out, and it's very simple. Put a little tape here so you don't scratch the paint. Put a little small screwdriver, and you're gonna just pull these out like this, and this should just pop out. Simple. And you just lean it to the side, and then you do the same to the other side. Pop these out. Boom. See, you got 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And you just pull to the side. Alright, so we're gonna get a 10mm socket. There's 2 screws here, 1 and 2 in there. And there's 1 and 2 here. There's 2 here. But before we do that, we need to pop this top section off too. So you're gonna get your flathead screwdriver. Be very careful with this one because there's 2 clips here that we don't want to break. So you're just gonna jam it in there slowly and just pull up, and this comes up like this.
You have to be very careful with this.
Yeah, good job. All right, so don't move the camera too much. All right, let's open these. Okay, there's 1. There's 2. Be careful where you put your foot. Okay. I'm gonna fast forward this anyway, so there's not any sound. But, so are you getting the angles?
Yeah.
Are you on tilt lock?
No.
Put it on tilt lock, is better.
How do I do that? Just press the black button. Oh.
There we go. Alright, so now we're gonna pull this out.
Yeah.
There should be 3 or 4 sets of wires down here. There's like a little clip. 1. I think this is for the stereo control. 2, 3, and antenna. And this is it. This is out. So next is we're gonna put the new stereo in. Alright, before we do that, we're gonna get the bracket.
Yes.
This is the bracket that comes with it. And then it comes with these 2 installation brackets. Right?
These
so
is
we
the
need to
bracket.
find out which one goes where because the way it works is they're supposed to slide in here. So we need to make sure where these ones go. So when we took it out, nope, it's gonna be like this. So these will be sitting just like this. So which means
we need the screws.
Goes in here.
Yes, but we also need the screws to like put them in.
Remember, be careful.
Yeah. Careful,
you never know what can happen.
You might break it.
Yes.
Yes, you gotta be very gentle with these things.
Yeah, you could probably break the car by accident.
No, you won't break.
Want that.
Why you?
So this fits in like
stereo.
this, and the other one we're gonna fit in like this. I will put a link to all this stuff
In the description. Link
description.
in the description down below.
That's right. All right, so now, look. So this, we're gonna do a little dry fit, make sure everything's fit correctly in here. So, does it fit correctly?
Yes, it fits correctly.
Everything fits correctly. Now we're gonna get to the stereo part.
This is the most exciting part.
This is the most exciting part. All right.
Yes,
so
yes,
we're gonna
yes.
put this here.
But don't forget, there's a lot of maneuvering.
So, what I did was, I got a wiring harness kit for it. So this is the wiring harness that comes with the head unit itself, and this is the harness kit that I purchased. So I already soldered the wires. Basically, all you do is match the colors. That's all you have to do. Match
Like
the
Among
colors.
Us. Even though I don't play.
All right. So this is the wiring harness. This one that goes to the ATOTO unit, and this is the wiring harness kit, which the link will also be down below. I did solder them, I shrink wrap them, and I will zip tie these together like this. Before that, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna connect this GPS antenna. So I'm gonna put the GPS antenna probably like on the glass here on top, run it down here under the dash into the back from there. So let's do that first because that's gonna take most of the time, and then we're gonna get to this USB connection. I'm thinking if I don't know if I want to put these USB connections in yet, but we'll see. So let's do this one first. All right. So before the interruption, we're gonna open this. There's like a little size 10 screw here. We're gonna open that.
No, I'm no expert at this.
So then, once this is open, this screw should be popping out.
Okay.
Put your fingers right behind this, and this whole thing should just start popping out. Oh, there goes the screw. Don't lose the screw because you're gonna need it later.
Look at that mechanism.
Yeah, guys. So make sure to never lose the screw, or else you'll lose the move.
So we just want this loose. Yes, Nico. My iPad.
Mine.
Yes. So we're gonna get this GPS line, okay? And what we're gonna do, what's the easiest way? Should we put this here first, then run the line and get it up here, or pass it through down here?
I have no clue how you're going to do that.
I think run it up here.
Hi guys, so I just put the GPS unit here. I'm running the line right behind this cover right here, and it's gonna go through there, down there, and yeah, I took here, let me show you guys. I took this part out because I have to get to the fuse box as well. I got some burned off fuse I gotta replace, so I took it out anyways, but it's easier to run this wire like that. So it's gonna go from here down through here and under the steering wheel. So then this is where the wire is. I'm gonna run it up there. It's gonna come through here and connect it to the stereo. Alright guys, so the wiring harness is ready. Make sure everything is connected, like the colors and everything's connected correctly, I should say. I zip tie this whole thing just to eliminate any slack in the wires and, you know, prevent any breakage or whatever. So the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna connect these wires. They should fit right in the car's wiring harness, and that should be that. So I ran the USB cables from the back. I ran the GPS line from the back, and there is another line which is for the Wi-Fi. So I'm thinking I might put the Wi-Fi here. So I should do that now.
So like you just put the cable up there?
You just put. Actually, yeah, I'll do it up here. That's fine.
So that the Wi-Fi can go throughout the car?
No, this is just for it to receive Wi-Fi signal.
So like from hotspots,
Yes.
phone towers, etc.
Hotspots mainly, or in the house, or any place that you.
But mainly hotspots.
Mainly hotspots. Yes.
Like you have a hotspot.
Yes.
Or mom has a hotspot.
Mom has a hotspot.
So then it reaches the hotspot throughout the car.
Correct. So we're gonna
I like the stereo.
do that there. Then we're gonna run the wire from. Well, I can't run it from here because you know why?
You need it.
You know, so we could just run it from back here. It should be fine, and we'll just tie this up again. All this wire big, hanging all over the place. Wire tie. Tie the wire. Throw it back there. And voila, that's it. Next comes the stereo. Now this also comes with a microphone, external microphone. I have a different version of this in my Corvette, and you don't really need a microphone. It just works fine without the microphone. But if you want the microphone, you can always add it. If you see the sound is pretty bad, you could always add it. My son has an issue holding the camera and holding the iPad in his hand at the same time.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
So, let's go back to this thing. It does come with brackets as well for some of the cars.
Wowee.
What?
I'm saying wowee.
So it has extra brackets. This is the final face cover.
You're going too fast. I need to like show them what you're taking.
You don't need to move the camera that fast, Dimitri. Alright, so this is the stereo. This is the ATOTO. This is
ATOTO.
This is, I believe, the A6. This is the A6. This one has the CarLink, which Android and Apple Play. It can be connected to. So, and you don't slide this in. You have to install it from the back. So you slide it in from the back.
Oh, that's actually kind of different.
It's different, and it should fit
in there.
pretty snug in there. Okay. So right now.
And then we have to put in the these
yes.
things.
Hold on, Dimitri. Hold on. Can you? So, this should fit pretty snug in there right now, but then we're gonna have to screw it in with this one screw on this side and one screw on the other side. The second screw will not fit, but one screw should suffice to keep this in place. expect it to be sliding in and out too often, but all right. So the first thing we're gonna do is connect the power, and we're gonna run a test to see if this thing turns on before we tighten everything up.
And then successfully install
Right.
it.
So do that. Let's put the key in. We already have light.
That's a good sign.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, it's Android.
Yeah, it is Android. We just want to make sure it just comes on. Then we're gonna connect the. So we got that.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Good news.
We have sound. That's good. All right. So turn that off. Now let's connect everything else, like the Wi-Fi, which the Wi-Fi goes to the blue connection. Then we have the GPS, which goes to the purple connection. And then we have the USB, which goes here. Everything's tight so nothing pop out. Then we have the antenna, which fits in there. Then we're gonna push everything back and slide this in. Let's make sure we don't have any wires crossing. You want it to sit these holes for it to line up in there, like that.
This is the first time I've seen you set up a device like this.
Yeah, and I highly suggest putting this on first. And this will basically give you exactly where the stereo needs to sit before you screw it down or tighten it up.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
Makes sense, right?
I guess.
Yes.
No, I just wish it didn't. I'm kidding.
So we're gonna start from the bottom ones and work our way up. Don't make them too tight as you are tightening the screws, just to make sure you have enough room for little small adjustments that you need to make.
Yes. And you should always do this just in case.
Now, why is the camera on your face?
Now, what are some common cases of if this doesn't work?
Then you might have an issue with the fuse. There's a wire, your wiring might be bad. There's many things that could go wrong in this. Alright, so next we're gonna put everything back to where it was.
And voila! You now know.
Auxiliary line here. That's kind of cool.
You now. And you now have just replaced your stereo.
Now there we go. And
Nice.
Look at that. Isn't that cool?
1,000,000% successful.
Now let's do the hotspot. Let's see if the hotspot works.
so much cooler.
And look, it's connected. Let's go to YouTube.
Following YouTube.
Oh, it needs to be updated. Let's do update.
No, not
Play Store.
Oh,
That's YouTube.
is your iPad an Android?
Yes.
Dang.
Finally. So, Baba. So you're doing that.
Alright, so this is working. I'm not gonna bother you guys going through this updates and whatnot. So GPS is right there. We put the Wi-Fi underneath the vent right there. Units installed. Everything's working fine. This is where I put the USB ports here. I'm gonna get an insert for this, so they're basically connecting the behind it. They do have these like on Amazon or eBay, which I will put the link down below. So with that, guys, thanks for joining in. Thanks for the experience, because now my kids are definitely not interested in this kind of stuff. So until the next project, peace out.